First story. Am I the bad person for accidentally burning down the house of the person who broke into ours?
We were burglarized last night, and my project, a wireless fireworks system, was stolen among other things. It had a crude design, but it worked. I had hidden the remote, and just for laughs, I pressed it before throwing it away, because I have a younger brother who likes to mess around. The police couldn't do anything after we reported it because we don't have CCTV, the neighborhood doesn't have CCTV, and we don't even have a dog. Our house only has a gate that was locked, but the thief was skilled. I realized it was our neighbor because I heard the fireworks go off. The thief must have messed with it because it was disabled. My groupmate programmed it, so I don't fully know how it works. And please don't ask in the comments how we made it. It was a work in progress, and I wasn't even sure if it would work. But back to the topic. The fireworks activated and burned their house down. They haven't pointed the finger at us yet, and I don't plan to confess. My mom is angry with me because she feels sorry for them, especially since their pets died in the fire and someone was hospitalized. My dad isn't angry at what I did, but is mad at my project because it could have happened to us. My sister is also angry because she thinks the value of the stolen items doesn't compare to their house, and it wasn't my intention to burn it down. I feel like a bad person because I indirectly caused the damage. I feel sorry for them, at least somewhat, because they have nowhere to go now that their house is completely burned down, and it took the firefighters a long time to put out the fire. Am I the bad person for pressing the remote? I know there was a low chance of this happening, but I didn't care at the time.
Second story. I heard my parents doing the deed.
So I, 19, went with my family to my grandmother's house this week due to school and work reasons. Since the house is small and old, I had to share a room with my mum because my dad often needs to sleep at his workplace too. It was fine since I often stay with my mum at our house, so it's not unusual for me. But today, damn it. My dad returned from work around 5 a.m, and I had fallen asleep around 4. The room my grandmother let us use has a bunk bed with a wider space on the bottom. My mum was on the bottom, and I was on the top bunk. Earlier this morning, I woke up due to creaking sounds. I don't feel the need to explain further. Damn it! Just from hearing that, damn it, I got really nervous. My heart was pounding harder than it did during our Introduce Yourself session at school. Damn it. Before I knew it, I felt like a new addition to the Cruz family was being made. It felt like I sensed the presence of a new sibling. But all jokes aside, I'm not sure if there was any vaccination going on underneath. Most likely none, since I only heard chuk-chukan sounds, no clapping or anything. So it's kind of okay because my parents are really affectionate, even in front of us. Kisses on the cheek, pecks on the lips, hugging, etc. But damn it! Sometime later I heard my dad whisper my mum's name. I was squeezing my head really hard just to not hear it. I also tried to distract myself so I wouldn't be too affected. Sorry to my kind professor, but I killed him off in my mind to make myself feel sad on purpose. So I think it's still safe since there was no injection, but there was definitely the release of cards. And I am sure of it. I understand their part. Even for the elderly, the moon is still round. And it's better this way than them doing it with someone else, right? At least I'm sure they still love each other, and I've witnessed it blossom live. Still, I'm aware that what they did was wrong, especially knowing I was in the room too. But I can't confront them about it. I'd rather step over a pile of shit than bring that up. There's just one thing I'm worried about right now, and that's whether they knew I was awake the whole time. When they turned on the lights, I felt their gaze, maybe checking if I was awake or not. When I pretend to be asleep, there's a lump in my throat, and I can't help but swallow. After they left the room, I waited a few minutes to avoid being noticed. But when we crossed paths in the kitchen, they didn't say anything, and the atmosphere felt awkward. If they did know, it's safe to say, this would be my first and last experience of it. But if not, that's fine too, to avoid awkwardness and confrontation. If we do get a new youngest sibling in the family, I'm confident I'll win every argument with them. Damn it, I was there when you were being made, don't talk back to me. Anyways, don't worry about me, guys. I just wanted to share this horrible experience, but I'm totally fine mentally. As you can tell, I'm trying to make light of the situation, so I don't think about it too much. And as much as I want to forget all this shit, I can't change what happened. I'll just think of it as my parents' proof of love for each other. P.S. I'll sleep at my friend's house for a while, better safe than sorry.
Third story. Am I the jerk for not defending my girlfriend?
I'm not sure when it started, but my girlfriend, F27, often calls me stupid. I've asked her not to, especially in front of her friends, but she keeps doing it because she says I really am stupid. Her friends have started calling me stupid too when she does. She's very condescending, and I feel embarrassed, so I often avoid joining her when she goes out with her friends or workmates because they also call me stupid. She says it's nothing, but I get offended, so that's that. I keep asking her to stop, or at least only call me that when it's just the two of us, but she won't listen. Yesterday, there was a party with my workmates and friends, and she called me stupid again. My close work friends are used to it, but my senior couldn't take it. Hicha, at this party, you are's guest. You know the nature of our work, right? Can you lessen that stupid thing you're calling him? She called me stupid again because my phone slipped out of my pocket, so my senior said, "You know, all of us here have PhDs, Hija. Has 2, which is quite a lot for his age. You're the only one here without one. In terms of education, in this room, you're actually the most stupid." I was shocked when he said that, but I realized she needed to feel what she and her friends make me feel, so I kept quiet. I could see she was holding back tears and stayed quiet for the rest of the event. When we got home, she was very angry and sad, asking why I didn't defend her. I told her she needed a dose of her own medicine. Am I the jerk? Or was it right for her to feel that way too? I also want to add that my senior apologized to her after the party for saying harsh words and said she was just looking out for me.